I'm at Playmakers. You know, I saw that Thursday night game. I just got back. Tonight. Got back over to watch the Thursday night game and everything. We'll talk about that and all the eventful happenings, unfortunate happenings, whichever perspective you look at that ultimately came from that. You know, let me tell you first where I was tonight. You see this? See that right there? That's that jersey. That's the jersey right there that I wore tonight. Because tonight I had to go to the stadium and shoot the new version of the Get Hype video, the video that they played for years right before the Cowboys played to get the crowd hype. I've always enjoyed writing these videos and then, of course, presenting them. You know, it is, and it makes me feel like a connection to Cowboys Nation as we're calling for every last vocal cord you got in your vocals to yell loud in that stadium. And the many different ways to come up with trying to extract the greatest greats of everybody at that one singular moment to make them yell at their best all at that one time. I think that's a fascinating thing. But I enjoy it. I wore this. Let me tell you why this jersey is special. I'm telling you right now. I said to myself, I'm gonna hold this jersey. I'm gonna mark this jersey. We've been doing this for a lot of years. And somehow, some way, when I put this jersey on, this time, I felt something. I just felt something. I felt something. I don't know what it was. Something told me to do what I'm doing and say to you what I'm saying. I call those things when they happen a revelatory gift. It's just a gift of revelation. Somebody just gave you a gift. Bam! I ain't no betting man, but now I don't work for the NFL, so I can tell you, you can bet on it, all right? Nobody can do anything to me. I'm good now. And I'm on my channel. You can't stop me from talking. Back to what I was sharing with you. But this right here, I just felt that. I'm serious. I just felt it. I said, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this. And I'm sharing it with you. Now, dude, I wanna meet you back here, right here, right here. If them boys are in that championship game or doing that thing right there, see? That was a second Super Bowl. That was the second touchdown in the first Super Bowl. Let me get that right. Michael, don't play. That was the second touchdown in the first Super Bowl. You know? Boy, then I'm gonna put this jersey right here up and I'm gonna mark this moment that I told y'all. This jersey right here was the jersey I put on that told me, just like you see that 88 right there catching the touchdown in the Super Bowl, we gonna see the new 88 catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Now, let me just get in a little bit of something here, because my emotions are a lot of places right now. I was just having fun with you. But I do believe those revelatory gifts that I get. But I do want to kind of pivot here and talk about the Thursday night football game. I came to a conclusion that I don't know if Miami presently constructed will ever be able to beat Buffalo or Sean McDermott, and how he defends what Mike McDaniel does. You know, he try to keep a lot tight coverage in traffic in the middle areas, because they like to run Tyreek Hill and run in the hook areas, you know. So that's when Tyreek's trying to drop a ball in one of those hook areas, the guy, cornerback, sitting tight, but hit the ball, knocks it up in the air. And it's an interception. So they know how to play them. In Miami, who Mike McDaniel come from the San Francisco 49ers, think through this. You say, well, the 49ers seems like they always have an answer, because the 49ers have a number of real playmakers. And they have the one caveat that the Dolphins don't really possess like they need it. And even though, let me tell you what that is, even though Christian McCaffrey sat on the sideline, they had a run game that dominated the game. You get what I'm saying? See, Miami, you got speed, and sometimes you create great runs, and it can look good that you got some yards, but you don't have a run game that can dominate the game to help back up Tua in the game he plays. That's why I don't know, after what I saw tonight, if Miami will ever beat the Buffalo Bills as presently constructed. That's just the game. Let me tell you what my mind wonders as an analyst when I start analyzing. I wouldn't want to be in that position. Everybody has sent out all of their thoughts, wishes, and prayers for Tua. And as I hear it and I understand it, I'm not blaming anybody, I'm just explaining here. I understand it, it's the right thing to do. And we all wish the best for him, and we all want what's best for him. But I'm gonna look at this from a different place. And I wanna say this. I thought about this. Tua, as I listened to the broadcast, they talked a lot about how Tua wants to take on and is taking on a more leadership role. And how now he's coming into his own, has his tattoos, whatever, however he's expressing himself. He's expressing himself. And I'm looking at the game, because I look at all games, trying to analyze all things. I said to myself, oh, that's something new? Okay, that's from Peter. Peter sent me something else in here. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna mess it up in a minute. You see what I mean? Peter just sent me something in here, right? I told you I'm in my office. Still here, just finishing up the business. But I jumped into that thing and bit it. So good, looks so good. Put it all in my mouth. That mother brug was so hot. Oh my God. That was hot. That was hot. So I had to slide off TV and get that mug back out my mouth. But that's something different. We ain't talking about that. I want to get back to what we were talking about. And I just want to share with you. I don't want anybody to get mad at me, because I'm with everybody. I'm worried about Tua, praying for Tua, praying for his family. And I've heard everything that everybody's saying, but I say to myself, man, if we break it down and listen, we sound like we're giving him a eulogy. I understand we're all concerned. And as good, decent human beings, that's the right thing to be. But this sounds like a eulogy. And here, as an analyst, I extrapolate and analyze what I see. Wow. I know how hard it was for me to make a decision to walk away from the NFL. My neck, after being paralyzed, man, my neck, learning that I have serious stenosis, something I had my whole career, but I never knew it. Man, I went to so many doctors trying to find one doctor that would okay me and let me play. So I said, we found a doctor, say to the team, I found a doctor. He says no different. I just gotta be careful. I gotta make sure I understand. I can't be totally reckless like maybe I have been in the past, but you know, and then I tried to even explain it to my lady, to my wife. I was like, I found a doctor, I think I'm gonna be able to play, clear me something, just trying to find any way to get back on the field, back to my guys, back to what defines me. Who I have always been, and the only who I know of me. And I start now thinking about Tua and what he has in front of him. Like, man, I wish he would have not endured what he had to endure tonight. But in total transparency, and I know people get mad when I say stuff like this, but you always ask for a peep in a locker room or behind the scene or an understanding of the mentality of a man that tries to build himself like a machine. You know what I'm saying? Dude. Inspiration and motivation is what we use to move people. Now, when I look at the totality of it all, and I remember when I heard the whole broadcast when how Tua is being more himself and more assertive, and he's more willing to take the leadership role now, and the great connection between him and his head coach. And I heard it in Coach McDaniel's voice when he talked about his great friend. And he turned to my teammate. I thought that was, dude, I want us to understand the brilliance and the depth of him saying that. He said, my teammate. That's not just coach player. He put himself right there with his quarterback, even though he has all the authority to be Well, we'll see what's going on with the player. We'll figure out what's happening with the player, make the decision best for the player, and prepare the team best to keep moving on. That's a disconnected response, and you get that from the Mo Rudge. I'm going to rule with dominion over coaches. We're gone, it's gone. The good old Bear Bryants, the good old, Lombardis. The last of them were the good old Belichicks. They're gone. We're not in a time where coaches and dominion over the players is how you will rule a team. Those days are gone. And they're gone even in the business room because we're giving players 50, 60, 70, 80, and in Tua's case, $90-some million guaranteed when he signed the contract. So that brings me to what we're talking about right now and how, oh my God. I would hate to be Tua right now. Because his battle is going to be great. I can tell you right now, I know what I went through. I know how hard I tried to get back on that field after I laid there paralyzed. I know Tua gonna fight to play. And I know all of these, and I want everyone that hears this, and I can say this, because it's my channel. I don't have to worry about those guys. I want all to hear, oh my God, oh my God. I want you to understand, I'm with you. I'm worried about his well-being. I care for Tua, but I'm sharing with you some insight. Tua, he's one of the ultimate warriors that you're not you if you're not doing what you do. And I know a lot of people, and me included, says, Tua, why didn't you slide, man? Why don't you slide right there? You know your history with concussions. Why don't you slide? But I would be disingenuous if I didn't tell you. When I saw it, and after I found out he was okay, the very warrior in me stood up and clapped for him. This is a man that is telling you he's about his team. He has all the money in the world. He's down 31-10. You're not going to win this game. You already got the first down. You said I took a leadership role. I've taken a leadership role. And I'm going to be leading by putting myself at risk. I'm not saying it's smart. I'm just saying we all wouldn't be smart if we missed the fucking courage this man displayed for his team. I want to make this perfectly clear on why I say, that I don't want, this is going to be a hard decision and a hard thing for Tua, because I know how much Tua loves the game, like I did, like I do, and I also know the decision won't just be his. No matter how much information he gets from the most credible, brilliant doctors in the world, the decision won't be theirs. The decision is going to come down to everybody who now has some kind of social media account that can weigh in and give their opinion in things like this. And that wave can be so damn heavy that the NFL says, we can't let you play. That wave can be so heavy, that wave can be so heavy that the Miami Dolphins say, well, we can't risk letting you play. It's a wave, and I call it a wave because truth be as it is, it's only as it is because of what it is. I remember when I hurt my neck and I laid on the concrete, and I call it concrete, in Philadelphia. There was no social media. So as I hopped around looking for a doctor and I consulted with the team, all that we saw that got fed to the masses is what we put out. But times have changed. And everybody now has an opinion in the NFL, the NFL, the Miami Dolphins, Tour family, everybody will have an opinion and weigh in on this. Everybody who doesn't know anything about the workings of the brain will act like, well, let me tell you, no way they should let him play. No way he should never be anywhere near a football field again. I mean, I don't know. And if you ask these people, oh, what qualifies you? Are you a doctor? No. But I did sleep at a Holiday Inn Express. I don't mean to give these mugs a free commercial, but I had to get that in there because that's basically what he's about to face. Doctors that are only thinking they're doctors because they say, I slept at a Holiday Inn Express. Come on, man. No matter what the real doctors say, you are about to see what social, that's the gathering of all, media, that's the saying of all, will do. Even when a man wants to continue a career, he won't even have his own power to choose to continue his career.